Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to continue this line of talking about amazing people with astonishing lives. Today we're going to talk about one of the most notorious emperor in the world. We're talking about Gengis Khan. So if you're ready, let's get right into it. Ready? Let's go. So once upon a time, deep in the heartland of Mongolia, in the 12th century, a boy named Temujin was born. His early years were harsh. When he was just 9 years old, his father was poisoned by a rival clan, and his family was cast out of that tribe, left to fend for themselves in the harsh Mongolian steppes. In his early 20s, Temujin started amassing followers and allies. He married Berta, his wife, who later became a significant advisor and confidant for him. But when Berta was captured by a rival tribe, Temujin didn't hesitate. He rallied his allies and fought to reclaim his wife, which he did successfully. He never abandoned anything. This victory was an early sign of the military prowess that would define his life, and would still be talked about 800 years afterwards by a small YouTuber in his room. Over the next few decades, Temujin's reputation grew and people followed him more and more, and he created a lot of allies in his territory by strategically marrying his daughter to the leaders of allied tribes and granting his sons-in-laws positions in his army. He was able to consolidate his power and ensure loyalty. He also developed a code of law known as Yasa, which laid the groundwork for how his empire would be governed. The big turning point arrived in 1206 when Temujin united the Mongolian tribes and was given the title Gengis Khan. This is how he gained his name, which means universal ruler. And with united Mongolian tribes at his back, Gengis Khan was unstoppable. He began a series of conquests that would eventually actually create the largest contiguous empire in world history. So he had the biggest territory of an empire that any emperor has ever known. That's why his life is incredible. And I had to do a video about him. And also because his military strategies were kind of amazing as well. They were very ingenious. He was known for that. He used psychological warfare, advanced horsemanship, and superior organization to overwhelm his enemies who couldn't do anything to stop him. Even his policy towards the people he's conquered was strategic. He often spared the lives of artisans and the skilled workers, incorporating them to his empire, while destroying the aristocracy that could pose a threat to his rule. Might be simple said like that, but actually, it was kind of a harsh thing to do. And his military career was kind of astounding and never seen before. Let's add a few of his battles. First, we've got the Battle of Dalan Balzut in 1201. It was one of his key battles in his early years. His force defeated the Naimans, one of the prominent Mongolian tribes. Despite being outnumbered, he still eventually succeeded. Two, we've got the Battle of the 13 Sides in 1204. Gengis Khan's victory against the Naimans in this battle, once again, helped him consolidate his power and actually made him unify more Mongolian tribes, who saw him as undefeatable. Now, three, invasion of the Western Xia, or Xia. And this was the first war that Gengis Khan waged against the state outside of Mongolia. Mongolia being under Russia and above China. His victory led to Western Xia becoming a vassal state of the Mongol Empire. Now, four, we're going to talk about an invasion. The invasion of the Jin dynasty from 1211 to 1234, where Genghis Khan led a protracted war, and that was against the Jin dynasty in China, leading to the eventual fall of the dynasty and the expansion of the Mongol Empire to China. Now, 5, in 1223, that was the Battle of the Khalkha River. This battle against the combined forces of several Rus principalities and the Cumans were the Mongols' first encounter with a major European army. Genghis Khan's forces achieved a decisive victory, which was instrumental in their future victories and future invasions of Eastern Europe to expand even more their empire. Now let's talk about the last battle. We're going to talk about the sixth one, the invasion of Khwarezm, 1219 to 1221. This was one of Genghis Khan's most famous campaigns, prompted by the Khwarezm Shah's murder of Mongol diplomats. It led to the utter devastation of the Khwarezm Empire and the incorporation of Central Asia and Persia into the Mongol Empire to expand even more his empire. That empire eventually led from China to Europe, incorporating pieces of Russia, China, Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Central Asia. Despite his notorious reputation for brutality, he was known for his religious tolerance and efforts to promote trade within his vast empire between all of these different countries that made the Mongol Empire. When Gengis Khan passed away in 1227, he left behind him a legacy of both fear but also of admiration. His descendants, notably his grandson Kublai Khan, would continue to expand and rule the Mongol Empire of his grandfather, this time leaving a significant impact on the religions they controlled and lived there. And that's the story of Gengis Khan, the boy from the steppes of Mongolia, who grew up to forge one of the greatest empires, well, the largest empire the world has ever known. So I hope you really liked this video. I sure did. I learned a lot of things about Gengis Khan. I did a lot of research because I heard his name once and I was like, I have to do a video about it. So it's been my pleasure to do a video about it. I think that if you want to, I might do more video about historical figures because I find that a lot of their lives are kind of astonishing and their story good to tell. So I hope you learned a few things, excuse me. It was my pleasure to see you. If you could like and subscribe, it's my pleasure to see you again. In the meantime, have an amazing day. I'm sure you will. I'm going to write a few videos. See you very, very soon, everyone. Bye-bye.